Yeah, and Hakim Danish up into 15th as they cross the line that time, so he has one
place. Benyat Fernandez up the inside of Pugliese there, moves him wide, but as I was saying, Pian leads them over the line, but who will sign off in P1?
Put your money down. Point at the moment. Un point.
Very nearly nil point. You know, Morelli's not a rider you want to let get away.
No, he isn't. I think Brian Uriarte has seen now. Come on, man.
It's going to be Veda Pratama.
No, Brian has got it.
Yeah, unfortunately for Hakim, real shame because, wow, what a block
that turn. He knows it. He was around to watch Marco Morelli. Brian has got. You know, and I'm gonna put the money on Morelli.
Oh,
Morelli,
just buster of a finish, a real Spielberg thriller we were in for with all three of them. We're still in for one.
He'd be so superb at Assen, and that's why I think he moved up into 5th place and is now up into 4th place.
Late 3 riders nearly.
Right, so the last lap up the inside.
In general, but how good would it have been with top 3 in the championship, all battling out for the top 3 position?
He doesn't want to see Marco Morelli disappear, just as you said, Matt. Here comes Veda Pratama pushing Marco Morelli back to 4th place. Semitani is yet to...
In the final part of the race. Still 5 laps to go, a fair way. Well then, up the hill we come once again. Then it's going to be left and flick it right down the water.
Show his hand. Brian Uriarte leads from David Gonzalez.
How good is their run onto this? We'll keep an eye on Dinesh. He's up in a 14th at the moment.
And
how fast can you go through here? Well, look at that. Look at the gap forming. I mean, Morelli's not hanging around. It'll be a little short straight down here, down to turn 8. Big overtaking opportunity coming up. David Gonzalez is going to go.
It looked to me, Danish did a 1:49. Most of the guys ran a 1:45, so that means it...
Very interested to see the lap times this time around.
Now let's see, Uriarte will be late for it.
Veda needs the slipstream to try and catch him back up.
But Brian Uriarte has to up the inside. Cost him, you know, it cost him 4 seconds, that long lap penalty.
Yeah,
late on the brakes here, close up on that leading trio. So he comes out of the corner. Comes David Gonzalez, but he can't do it. No, Brian is too good around the outside. Ramadicha has a track limit.
Really is. It is a proper penalty, mate. No, you know, that's why you can't take the mick with the track limit.
Leading trio still have the advantage. Marco Morelli over, but it's not green there, so that doesn't matter. Warning.
And Morelli still looking up the inside there. Brian's eking out a bit of an advantage. It's because it will ruin your race potentially, or in this case, it could potentially ruin your championship.
Marco Morelli has the advantage. Keandro Fadiva, the man who finished second, who did all.
It's all going to come down to the back straight, Peter.
Yeah, and what kind of drive they have onto the back straight. Side by side, then briefly they are, but Brian is so quick into that right. All the leading yesterday is in 2nd place.
These 3 absolutely driven.
It's Veda Pratama again. He's wide. He hasn't got that drive. It's Brian.
Gonzalez has recovered. Gonzalez has recovered. He's in 3rd place. It now, Peter. They are over a 1/10 of a second quicker, maybe even 2/10 or 3.
Uriarte with a slipstream of David Gonzalez, and Veda's got to catch up.
Now then, a brilliant move up the inside of car, pushing at the penultimate turn, and he adds ahead of everybody else that last lap around, and that is making the difference. We're on board with Uriarte.
Because, you know, he hadn't got the drive out onto the back straight.
The question is, Peter, is it going to be Larry? Such a great drive through there that he's almost catching up to both Veda and Brian out front, leading what's now really the chasers. We're looking at Semitani, the Japanese rider, just behind us. Uriarte to the win, or is it going to be Dive Bomb David in 2nd place? That's what we want. A 1:44, the first one that we've seen of the race so far then, and inspired by Kevin Schwantz. That's why he runs the number 34. But look out front, Ramadicha.
And Brian Uriarte goes. Brian Uriarte has the advantage, but he's got to hold off David Gonzalez.
It is Gonzalez on a mission. Here is Hakim Danish. 4th deeper now into the lead, ahead of Morelli and Benyat Fernandez.
But Brian Uriarte is not letting them go.
David, no,
Brian.
it's not!
No, it's Brian. It's Brian again, and he's got it.
He's 8th place at the moment. He is closing steadily on the riders in front.
Look, he's there in 4th place. He's closing to them, and he's going to lock on to the rear of the number. Won't be passed through the last corners, and he's going to pick up the record number of victories
to him, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
No, he's lapping a very 7. Benyat Fernandez in 3rd as they go down the hill.
And Ramadipa's lead was short-lived.
Veda Pratama is there in 3rd place, but up the inside comes David Gonzalez.
Oh, David!
very similar pace to the men in front, but of course he's got to go quicker. It's almost the same lap.
If Morelli took him straight back, he's saying, no, I need to lead this race. I've got the pace. I don't want to go over to it.
Oh, that's Brian's going to get the drive out, but it's surely time as Uriarte and Pratama in the front.
He can only hope for some misfortune to befall taking it towards turn one. You're following me, but Morelli's smart. He knows he just needs to get out front and
an ultimate corner. I wonder if he's going to do the same thing. Christian Daniel Jr. on 70, but Morelli drives.
The two title rivals ahead of him, which is always in the realms of possibility, but they absolutely go for it. None of this tap in the rear seat unit rubbish.
That's right, but he only qualified to squeeze him. Superb stuff, but Christian Daniel gets through. The American is up into third.
They are looking very, very strong out front, both Uriarte and Pratama. They have basically been in the
15th. He was on the 5th row of the grid. So, you know, if his pace is quicker than he was right where he finished yesterday.
Absolutely brilliant. You've got to keep an eye as well on Hakim Dinesh in 9th place for the top 3-4 positions the entire race. The only riders to do so. They are
running in qualifying. Maybe the bike isn't really set up to do this, but he's a bright one.
Championship leader now. We now sit 2nd place in the standings, 4 points off the lead. He is where he's just on another level here.
Yeah, so Uriarte. Now, this is the opposite, of course, early rider, and he'll make the best of the situation, certainly. There's the 51 of Friday Uriarte. He'll
started in 9th position. He's got the yellow helmet at the back of the first couple of groups. Keep
what happened yesterday, which was Veda leading all the way, and Brian Uriarte will be late on the brakes at the bottom there. He goes from 4th to 3rd.
Perfect line choice. An eye on his progress.
Yeah, superb start for all these guys. It really is building up and watching what he was doing, where he was going, and picking just the right moment on the last lap to pass. Now this
from the 95 and Morelli there, guarding his line well and truly, not sacrificing his run through the bit
of something special. I wonder whether Pratama and Uriarte can break away.
Yeah,
Christian time. It's Veda who is watching Brian to see where the Spaniard is quickest.
Ultimate turn into this final corner they come. Going to get a big drive up the hill. Mitani goes naked.
Christian Daniel said he didn't get into the groove quickly enough yesterday up the inside.
Morelli's also recovered then after being completely pushed wide a few laps ago. Neck with Ramadipa there. They nearly come to blows out of the final corner. 4 laps to go.
On the number 11 is David Gonzalez. Christian Daniel said he didn't get into the groove quick.
Now he's kept it calm. He's back up to 4th position. It's now a leading quartet. You've got Benyat Fernando. Oh, Peter, this is where it really changes. They fan and weave across the start.
Clean enough in the wet yesterday and was determined to do it today. He is now in the groove, right behind.
Brandes leading the chasers just behind, but how much tyre has he used up coming all the way from the... And finish straight in towards turn 1. Uriarte goes up the inside.